Hey guys, it's Travis, and welcome back to Just a Thought. This is kind of a series where I just have a thought one day or each day and kind of post it here for you guys to see. But the thought today, obviously by the title of the video, was, does God care? Does God care for you? Now, a lot of you guys know that I'm a Christian, but no matter how devoted of a Christian you are, this happens. There's times in your life, and I'm going through one right now where it's like, I can't pay the bills, I can't do this, I can't do that. What is going on? It's stressful, and that's part of being a human being. That's part of living in the flawed, sinful world that we live in. And you may not believe in God, and that's okay for now. But the point is we all get to that point where it's like, what is going on? Is there anybody out there that loves or cares for me, or wants the best for me, or whatever it may be? And the answer is yes, God does care for you. I read a daily devotional called Unto the Hills. It's by Billy Graham, and he spells it out really well. It's today, March 27th, and the topic is personal peace. And I'm not going to read the whole thing for you, but I am going to kind of sum it up. And something that I took from it that was pretty cool was there's a bird called a thrust, and it lives in Great Britain primarily. And it actually makes its nest under the train tracks. And if you think about how loud, noisy, violent a train going over your head would be, it's pretty intense. It's pretty crazy. And these birds live under these train tracks, and they've taken photos and videos of them as they are under there, and they're just calm. They just are peaceful. They know that no matter what, that train isn't going to come crashing down their head. And that's something that they've learned. And as you go on in your Christian walk, or maybe you're just finding God for the first time, or maybe you've been a saint for 25 years, and you're just like, God, I don't even know if you're there anymore. Like, what do I really believe? Maybe some of you are questioning that. But just like those thrusts, if you understand that in Romans 8 and 28 it says, God works all things together for your good, for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. If you live with a purpose in your life, and you are called by God, he cares for you, and he is going to work all things together for your good. That's what that scripture means. And in the words of Peter, in the book of Peter, 1 Peter, it says that God cares for you. And God is working something for your good. One analogy that I love is, think about how gold is refined and purified. They heat it up, and all the impurities rise to the surface, and then they skim it off. That's how gold is made more pure. So you think of like 12 karat gold or 24 karat gold. They rise the impurities to the top, and then they skim it off. Then they do it again. They heat it up again, and they skim it off. But it has to go through the fire. It has to go through the heat of life to be purified and to be made better. So that's kind of what happens in our life, guys. If you're going through a tough time, remember that God cares for you. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to seek his face. Maybe you're not a Christian. Maybe you're going through a tough time, and you're thinking to yourself, what do I do? There's no answer for me out there. I encourage you to open a Bible and to read and to ask God if he cares for you. And he'll show you that he does. He will prove himself. He says that he will in his word. So that is kind of the thought for the day, guys. Like I said, if you're a Christian, that's great. If you're not a Christian, that's okay too. That's okay too. But if you're going through a tough time, I want you to remember the words that I spoke today. And I encourage you to just ask God in as plainly as you want. He's such an amazing God that he doesn't care how we come to him. My pastor was a drug addict before he was a pastor. And he fell to his knees one day, stoned out of his mind, and just said, I hate my life, God. I have nothing left. If there's anything that you want, take it. And God changed his life forever in the blink of an eye. And that's how easy it is. So if you're going through a tough time, guys, I encourage you to think about these words. And I hope this improves your day, maybe improves your situation. I got a long weekend ahead of me, so I'm going to sign off. But thank you, guys. That's just a thought. I'll see you later.